Alright, Chef Buck here, and today we're cooking us up some shrimp linguine. Now I'm gonna put broccoli in mine, but don't you be put off by that, because you ain't gotta put broccoli in yours. You know, this recipe is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we wanna start off by getting our pasta water going. I like to put a little olive oil and salt in my water, and I'm gonna use about half a box of linguine, and this recipe is gonna serve 2 people. Now while my pasta's cooking up, I'm gonna get my skillet going on medium heat. I'm going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to use a half a stick of butter for this recipe, but I'm going to just start off using half of that. Get that melted in with the oil, that way your butter won't burn. Once that's melted, I'm going to throw in my garlic and my onion, which I got chopped pretty fine. The first thing that's going to go in is the garlic, and I'm going to let that cook all on its lonesome for about a minute. Push it around in the pan, get that flavor going. Then I'm going to toss in my onion and let those two play around. You know, cook it up for another 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. And don't be afraid to add a little more olive oil and butter if you need it, because that's going to end up being the dressing for your pasta. Now, if you need to, you can go ahead and adjust the heat a little higher or lower, because you want to make sure and you don't burn that garlic or your butter or anything. We're going to go ahead and throw in our broccoli florets. And I just use the florets. I don't use no big chunk broccoli. And you don't have to use broccoli. You know, you can substitute some chopped parsley later when you throw in the shrimp, you know, if you're an anti-broccoli person. But I like to do the broccoli because that way I don't have to fool with no salad, you know. Turns my pasta dish into a complete meal, you know. Then I just need some garlic bread and that's it. I'm good to go. So after a few minutes, it'll be time to throw the shrimp in there. I got them cleaned and deveined. I think I'm using just a little less than a pound this time. I don't have no tails, shells, nothing on there. Got them good to go, ready to gobble down. Now they're going to cook pretty fast. When they're pink, they're done. You don't want to overcook them. So keep an eye on your pasta and be ready to go when that's ready. Just put your pan over by your skillet and throw it in your dish. Don't strain it. Don't drain it. You know, you don't want to wash your pasta. You don't want to wash away all that flavor, because that's just going to make your dish that much more delicious. Now, if you got any of that butter left over, now's the time to add it. Go ahead and mix it in. Get all that buttery flavor over there. If you want to throw a little more olive oil in there, go ahead. But you can also put some pasta water in there. You know, if you've never done that, definitely give it a go. You're one of these people that likes to strain and wash your pasta after it cooks, you know, just forget about that. Forget it. Pretend it never happened. That's in the past. That's the old you. That's not the new you. Go ahead and throw some extra pasta water in there. Embrace the pasta water. It's going to make your dish that much tastier and delicious. And then that's it. You'll finish. You know, you don't want to overcook your shrimp or your pasta, make your broccoli mushy. So get it off the heat, because it's time to eat. What's up? Now the hard part comes, because you got to plate it up. You know, you got to divide it. Now you got to decide, are you going to give yourself more shrimp, or are you going to divide them evenly? Or are you going to be a good person and maybe give your dining partner more shrimp? That's a moral dilemma, and that's your problem.
Give me that Parmesan cheese, man.
What am I doing? I'm just playing.
You like some Parmesan cheese on your whatever the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. Bon appetit.
Stop my